Good afternoon from AlphaCars. My name is Tom, coming to you from our Northampton location, and today we're going to be taking a look at this 2014 BMW M235i. This beautiful M235i is showing just over 62,000 original miles. If you would like to see a high-resolution detailed photo set, please reference the listing at alphacars.com. There, of course, you will also find a free included Carfax report alongside a long list of technical data related to the vehicle's remaining tire and brake life, as well as individual readings from each panel using our paint depth gauge. But today I'll be taking you on a quick condition overview on both the interior and the exterior, as well as showing you some of its most notable features. Now, of course, one of the most notable features on this specific M235i is the absolutely stunning selection of Estoril blue to drape over this beautiful styling. Estoril blue is just one of the most unique colors currently offered by BMW. Absolutely gorgeous on this 2 Series in particular. If you look into the direct sunlight, you'll find it provides a really nice light blue metallic finish. And then as the color drapes off into the shadows, you're going to see a bit darker finish, and in some cases you'll even notice a bit of a purple hue to it. It's a beautifully unique color for this beautifully unique sports car. Now, the paint is in remarkable condition, very, very nice with minor imperfections. And I'll take you very close to the panel so as to look for any dings or dents or imperfections in the paint or bodywork. You'll see as I make my way back past the driver's door, it's all in very nice condition. And you will notice a small paint chip just here in the center below the rear window. And then carrying on to the rear of the vehicle, you'll find it all to be in just wonderful shape. Now, taking a look at the beautiful gray 5-spoke M Performance wheels. They present beautifully with no curb rash to be found. And hiding just behind those wheels are the gorgeous M Performance brakes with the color-matched calipers, which is just such a nice touch. Always nice to see brake calipers to complement the styling, not just the performance. Now, taking a look at the front fascia of the vehicle, the headlight lenses are in very nice condition with minimal hazing to be seen. And looking at the condition of the front bumper, as I carry to the center, you will find a small imperfection just there in the center. And then wrapping around to the driver's side, it all looks very nice. There's a small scuff on the lower portion of the chin splitter just there. But if you look in the center, you will find the kidney grills have been finished in a gloss black, which not only promotes an aggressive look here at the front, but it also matches all of the other black accents throughout the vehicle, like the window surrounds and the grills. Looks very nice. Now, before we take a look at this gorgeous front wheel, you will see there's another wonderful angle of that Estoril blue paint finish. I'm sure the camera doesn't do it justice. This color is just wonderful. If you're a BMW enthusiast and you're familiar with the color, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Just wonderful, and it really is something I encourage you to see in person. Now, carrying past that gorgeous paint finish, we'll do a similar scan down to the rear of the passenger side. Working all the way back, the paint is in remarkable condition, looks fantastic. And the styling of this 2 Series is just excellent. Really looks phenomenal. Now, taking a look at the rear wheel, find it to be in very nice condition with that color-matched caliper just behind, and a similar story here at the front. Now, making our way to the rear of the vehicle, looking at the trunk, you will see this really unique small lip spoiler here at the top. Just below that, the kind of black chrome M235i badge. This is not to be confused with an M Sport model of a 2 Series. The M235i is a true M Performance vehicle. This was the predecessor to the true M2 that we've come to know and love. But this is truly an M Performance vehicle, and it drives as such. This vehicle drives amazing, but we'll cover that in a moment. Looking here, the rear bumper is in very nice condition. The color looks fantastic. And you can see those dual chrome exhaust tips surrounded by the beautiful metallic gray diffuser panel. The exhaust is just wonderful. The sound of that straight 6 turbo really comes through, and BMW certainly looked to highlight the wonderful sounds it can make, but we'll cover that in a moment. Here on the interior, absolutely beautiful condition, but we'll start by looking at the driver's seat here. You'll find the outer bolster does have some minor imperfections, but very minor, as I mentioned. These are the M Sport seats, but there's a lot of comfort to be had here. The seats are very comfortable, and the outer bolsters here and here are actually adjustable. You can adjust the width via that switch in the top right, so you can really fine-tune the comfort to your liking. Looking here at the passenger seat, it's in even nicer condition, with again a very small imperfection on that outer bolster, but largely presents wonderfully. Now let's make our way inside, going just past the beautiful M235i branded door sills. Now you may have seen it, but one of the best features of this particular M235i, and one that is getting increasingly harder to find, is this H-pattern 6-speed manual gearbox. This vehicle, I have driven it, drives absolutely wonderfully, goes down the road beautifully, and that transmission shifts ultra smooth. The clutch pedal gives remarkable feel for a modern BMW. As you may know, some modern BMWs kind of lack that feel that you got from the E90 and E92 generations. This M235i does not lack any feel whatsoever. The clutch feels almost brand new the way it engages. And of course, with keyless start, all I have to do is clutch in, hit that start button, and you hear the N55 power plant roar to life. Very simple gauge cluster, which I love. Minimal screens. Just the basic information that you need. Infotainment system has fired up. It functions beautifully. Now we'll make our way down slowly past the climate vents. Here you can see the radio controls, all in superb condition. Same goes for the climate controls. Everything functions exactly as designed. Heated seats are wonderful. And also, the beautiful M Sport steering wheel does have the heated steering wheel option fitted, which is great here in New England, especially at this time of year where it can be a bit chilly. You have a couple cup holders just there. Beautiful gear selector. Knob is in very nice condition. You do have your drivetrain select there, your infotainment controller, which no buttons are sticking, it's all in very nice condition, and the silver trim that carries up the center console and onto the dashboard is surrounded by this beautiful blue trim, which we will see on a lot of the M Sport models, but they carried it into this true M Performance vehicle. As you can see there on the doors, the tweeters are shrouded by that little Harman Kardon badge. That is a great option to be fitted. This sound system in this vehicle is just fantastic, sounds remarkable, and of course, there's nothing as refreshing as driving a beautifully tuned sports car such as this with a wonderful sound system, windows down, and your power sunroof open. As you can see, that operates exactly as intended, letting in that sunlight and some fresh air on a beautiful day like today. Just perfect. And of course, there is a sunshade to be deployed just over there. Headliner is in fantastic condition as well. So next up, we'll make our way under the hood to take a look at the power plant that makes this vehicle so special. Now, of course, to access this performance, all it takes is 2 pulls on the hood release, and then there's no latch to fiddle with. Just pick it right up and reveal the gorgeous N55 straight 6 turbo. This is a 3-liter engine used in a wide variety of BMW models, all of which have one thing in common: very, very fast. This is a true performance engine. This particular one is producing around 320 brake horsepower and around 330 pounds-feet of torque. But in a vehicle of this stature, with the short wheelbase and the really tight handling, this engine is more than enough power. It really feels phenomenal, and this is especially relevant today. You could still get around 31, 32 mpg on the highway while in Eco Pro mode, which is just perfect and very hard to find in a sports car such as this. As you can see, the engine bay is very clean. I love when you see a vehicle with an interesting color that they continue to spray into the engine bay, so you get that really cool blue accent throughout the interior of the engine bay. All the reservoirs are very clean. Hardware looks very nice with minimal corrosion. Black plastics all look excellent as well. Engine cover and all surrounding plastics look fantastic. Now, it is worth noting that we have actually had this vehicle in stock before, so you can take some level of comfort knowing that not only have we just gone through the vehicle and given it a full and thorough inspection, but that is not the first time that our shop here at AlphaCars has given this vehicle a full inspection, so you know that this vehicle has had a clean bill of health throughout much of its life. Now, looking here at the rear seating area, condition is very nice. Now, being a small vehicle, you don't have loads of room with a tall driver such as myself there in the back. But here in the front, looking from this angle, you can really see it. You have as much space as you'd find in any 3 Series, 4 Series, and not far off from a 5 Series up here at the front. So even though it is slightly less spacious here in the rear, there is zero sacrifice made by the front driver and passenger. And with the seat in a moderate middle position like that passenger seat is, you can still fit a moderately sized adult there in the rear. So lastly, we'll make our way to the trunk. Of course, key in my pocket, it's going to unlatch no problem for me. And another really interesting thing about this particular model is you have a very spacious trunk. You can see nice and deep, a tall and wide opening to fit any cargo you may need. We do have the original carpets that are in very nice condition, and the carpets here in the trunk are in equally nice condition. The rear seats do fold down via these latches here in a 60-40 split. So not only do you have the remarkable performance with that M55 power plant, the absolutely stunning looks promoted by that Estoril blue paint scheme, the peace of mind knowing that we've gone over this car multiple times throughout its lifetime. We also have all of the convenience of good boot space and a spacious interior. So if you have any further questions related to this M235i, please reference the listing at alphacars.com. There you will find all of your relevant contact information. We would be happy to answer any of your questions. Thank you so much for your time, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much from AlphaCars. Hope to hear from you soon.